Hi, I'm John Noble, and this is TIO Markets. Today is an introduction to RSI, which is the Relative Strength Index. Before we get into it, let's just take a moment to read through the disclaimer. At this point, if you'd like to pause the presentation and read through the disclaimer, it is advisable. I'm John Noble, analyst. I'm a professional trader and analyst with over 21 years of experience as a professional investor. I started my career in New York as a financial advisor with Morgan Stanley, qualified to manage futures funds, commodity trading, and operate commodity pools by the U.S. National Futures Association, and also a certified portfolio manager and investment advisor by the Cyprus Ministry of Finance. So, what is relative strength? What we're going to go through it today is relative strength index. This is RSI, and it is a leading indicator that measures price. So RSI is a price following indicator, so that ranges between 0 and 100. So it's going to oscillate between 0 and 100, with the numbers 30 and 70 being key levels, which we're going to get into shortly. So the RSI is popular with commodity traders as well as stock traders. Generally, anyone who's trading in the financial markets. The RSI is it's a principal method for measuring extreme readings of overbought and oversold conditions. So if a market looks like it's gone too far too fast, or it's at an extreme, the RSI will give the trader a warning or a kind of alert that we're approaching a market top or a market bottom. So RSI in its purest form is a momentum indicator. So how do we find the RSI and how do we put it on our charts? Well, if you're an MT4 user, which most of you are, you can go to the MT4 platform. You click on Insert, Indicators, Oscillators, because RSI is an indicator and an oscillator. And then it doesn't come up as RSI. It comes up as Relative Strength Index. So that is RSI. You then click on quick demo here. When we're in the trading platform, let's pull up, we would go into Insert, Indicators, Oscillators, Relative Strength Index. That will bring up a small window. Usually it's by default it should be, the level should be at 30 and 70. Click OK, and then your RSI will populate below the price on your chart. So there are three popular ways to use the RSI. One being to identify tops and bottoms on prices, spotting chart formations or patterns, and identifying breakouts. And also it's an easier method to identify support and resistance levels, which could be spotted on the RSI before price or more clearly on price. So here we can see we have price and RSI, and you can see that the RSI almost mimics price, but you can clearly see support resistance levels. So this would be a support level here and here and here. This will be a resistance area, and you can see how price, you've got resistance here and you've got this as a support area. So it's easier, or it could be a more efficient way of identifying these key levels by looking at the RSI as opposed to looking at price. You could look at RSI to identify these, and you could look to price for confirmation. So tops and bottoms. What do we mean by tops and bottoms? Well, we're looking at, if we're looking at the top area here, this is price, this is a market top, this is a market top, and here we're going to find, let's just Let's redraw those. So we have market top, market top, market bottoms here. So the RSI, it's the readings are that an RSI above 70 gives you an alert that price is near a top. So here we can see RSI above 70. This is the 70 area. We're getting the alert for market tops, and then here we can see the corresponding move afterwards. And again, for alerts for bottom of markets at 30, here we can see RSI is below 30, and then we can see how price then moved higher from that point. Very, very powerful, the RSI. RSI tops and bottoms, just to, we have buy signals occur when the RSI falls below 30 and rises back above 30. Here's our buy signal. This is RSI falling below 30. RSI buy signal is when, not when it's down below 30. The buy signal is triggered when the RSI breaks back above 30. That's our buy signal. And then here we can see the result on price. It's not a very complicated tool. It's one of the simplest, and if you know the basic rules of the RSI, it's very effective. Sell signals will again be on the opposite side, where you've got RSI above 70, and the sell signal is generated. Here you have the penetration above. There's no sell yet, no sell signal, because just because it's above 70, price can still move higher. It's only when that price penetrates back below 70 is where we're going to be getting our sell signal. That is compelling evidence for the RSI. So sell signals occur when RSI rises above 70 and falls back below 70. Chart formations using RSI. RSI chart formations. You can see here we've drew this dark line here is just a simple trend line, and here you can see that prices were flat. They weren't doing anything. You got a very boring trend line. But if you were using RSI as an indicator, you would see that we were getting higher bottoms on prices during the same period. So RSI in this case was leading or telling the trader that prices were in fact eventually going to move higher, which they have. So rising RSI is leading price in this case here. So you could plot your trend lines on RSI the same way that you plot trend lines on price. RSI is also very effective for identifying breakouts. Here we can see RSI breakouts. On the RSI you have, this is RSI. You can see a trading range here. And then we have the breakout of the RSI here. And price following. Many, many different ways you could use the RSI to help you identify momentum and capture those trades. RSI for support and resistance levels. Another exciting area. You can see here that we could use, this is safe to say it's a support area here. Again. But what's unique about this is the way that how price reacts when it breaks above these two peaks here, which act as a resistance. And when RSI breaks above these two peaks, we can see how price reacted. So the conclusion, RSI is a leading momentum indicator. RSI leads price, alerts to overbought and oversold levels, and it's an easy way to identify chart patterns and support and resistance levels in front of market prices. Any questions on RSI? Contact TIO Markets and find out more. Have a great day and good luck trading.